I'm worried.
You're
It's the
gonna worry.
playoffs. So let's bring in Arielle Castillo. She is with Halftime Yoga. How you doing?
I am doing great. I was doing my own breathing exercises because I heard the intro music from the break and I got all hyped up.
Yes. Okay. Are you a Kings fan by chance? Or do you?
Yes, for purposes of this interview appearance, absolutely.
Yeah, I can tell
Amazing.
you're a hardcore Kings fan. Okay. Obviously, we have not experienced the playoffs in 16 years. And so, watching sports can be stressful sometimes.
And it sounds like you work with you're around a lot of different sports fans, especially in the soccer world. And those games can be high stress games. So what is it that you usually do with them when everyone's freaking out and wants to burn down the entire stadium?
Yeah, so I also got my start in sports media, which, as I'm sure you know, is like the most friendly and rational place.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So that's where Halftime Yoga was born, out of just telling everybody we needed to take a collective chill out. And the nice thing is that basketball, football, the football that I work in, American football, they all have halftimes built in where everybody can take a collective pause and reset. So I got a couple breathing exercises and just a couple like little tension relieving things if you want to give them a shot.
Oh,
Please.
100% I do. Hold on, let me just put the picture out there. All right, Kings are playing Warriors.
Okay.
It's game one. Everyone's amped up.
Okay.
Curry.
Oh, God.
This, you know
No,
what?
no,
No. It's game one. Kings have a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes to go.
Okay.
Curry just took this game, put it on his back, and the Warriors just took the lead.
Oh, God. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I would freak. I'm freaking out.
So there we go. With that said, we're in this moment. There's chaos surrounding us. Walk us through it.
Okay, so the first exercise I'm going to give you is called, sometimes it's called interrupted breathing. And what it does is it just interrupts your breathing pattern, okay? So what you're going to do is take a big inhale through the nose, and then another quick inhale at the top, and then open the mouth and just sigh it out. All right, so let's do that for reps. So another big inhale. Inhale at the top again, and then just let something go.
Could you imagine all of Golden One Center doing this?
Yes.
That'd be great.
It would sound very calming, though. It would sound
It would.
very oceanic. So you can try a couple of those, and that'll kind of interrupt one like thought pattern that you're having. And another exercise that I practice when my own team is playing to keep myself from doing, all the weird rituals that I do, like knocking on literal wood, it's called equal breathing.
Okay.
So there is a very important yoga text that tells us that calmness of the mind is actually attained through exhalation. And a lot of times in a stressful situation, fourth quarter, we tell ourselves to breathe in deeply, but then we forget about the out breath. So equal breathing, we'll breathe in for 4 and out for 4. And that makes sure that our brain is kind of getting oxygen no matter like what's happening that's out of our control.
Okay.
Cool? All right. So we're going to breathe in and out through the nose. That helps us concentrate and get a little bit more calmer, actually. Important detail. So I'll count us in and out for 4, like 2 times, and you let me know how it feels.
Okay.
All right. So let's breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and then out. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Let's do one more. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And then just keep your eyes closed here. Maybe put your hands on your thighs and take an after picture of how you might be feeling just after those first few breaths, really focusing on the exhale.
I feel like Steph Curry stopped going off and the Kings found a way to come back into this one, Deuce.
So you feel optimistic already. I love it.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel good. I will say this. I thought she said equal breathing, meaning you go through the nose and out through the nose. You're going out the mouth. I thought that.
You know what? Whatever works, right? Like
she was doing it wrong, though.
Oh my God, are you calling me out?
Yeah, I was, because I heard and it was a little distracting.
And you were pointing at me, which is odd. What the hell?
I want to say, Deuce, part of the yoga practice is keeping your attention focused on yourself. So don't worry about what Mo's doing.
It was hard though, because all I hear in the microphone was Morgan.
Well, so
And it
then
was just
you let that just calm you, like the waves of an ocean.
okay. That's good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh my God.
These are great. This can be very helpful in stressful, I mean, just in life, but seriously, during the playoffs, there are going to be anxious moments where you feel like the walls are caving in at Golden One Center, and you gotta rally through it so you don't go on Twitter and say something stupid.
Right. So before anyone out there wants to say something stupid on Twitter, take a deep breath or and what is it called? The even breathing practice?
Equal breathing in and out. It doesn't have to be for 4. It could be 8, 6, 3, whatever lets you exhale. Like the exhale is so important, y'all.
Wow. And how much, if you're to recommend to people, and we've been doing this on our show, Morgan busts out of Mo's Minute, but
it's like one breath.
For people who like haven't done breathing exercises before, how should they start? Like, is there a certain length they should go? Like, hey, just do it for a minute, guided meditation. What do you recommend?
Yeah, I recommend breathing exercises as a great way to get into meditation, because a lot of times, like, you think you're supposed to sit there and be zen or even listen to a recording, and the recording stresses you out because you're just like, oh, what's going to happen to me? So I love these easy breathing exercises. And my answer is, a minute is great. 2 minutes, great. You don't want it to actually stress you out further. So you just kind of do a little bit at a time and increase it for reps. And then it just gets a little bit more simple the longer you go.
You know what I've noticed in some of these breathing things, and just even over time in like yoga classes and other scenarios of meditation, when men are faced with it, I feel like there's insecurities involved. Like they're afraid of truly breathing and like letting that breath out, and like they feel some sort of insecurity about it. What would you say to those people out there, and especially sports fans that might be feeling that way of like, I don't know if I want to breathe like that in my seat at Golden One Center?
Well, first of all, you could write me on Instagram, Halftime Yoga. But
oh yeah, hell yeah.
I actually, so my clients are like 70% dudes, and I totally get it. Going to a yoga studio is like kind of, it can be very embarrassing and weird. Well, if you're sitting in your seat at the stadium, the nice thing about breathing exercises is that nobody needs to know you're doing it. Because generally there's going to be like, the in-house DJ, there's going to be people freaking out all around you. So probably I'd say don't worry, because everybody else is in their own world of stress.
That's great advice.
I love it.
I appreciate you spending some time with us. So they could follow you on Instagram, Halftime Yoga on Instagram. How do people get in touch with you if they want to check out your stuff?
Yeah, they can go to Halftime Yoga on Instagram, send me a DM. I'll send you a free video that's for back pain, for sports fans specifically. And because I know y'all need to stretch. I'm the same way. I'll sit on Saturday for like hours and it's disgusting. Or just go to my website, halftimeyoga.com.
Thank you so much. And
Thank
we may have
you.
to tap in with you again during the playoffs if
I love
necessary.
it. Good luck. Best of luck, y'all.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Oh my
Arielle
God.
Castillo.
Don't you? Okay, well, 2 things. Don't you feel better? 1, 2, did you learn something about how you need to focus on yourself and not me sometimes?
No, I also just learned